Hello, Mr. H. What will be the bigger bomb? Flash, which you genuinely loved, or Indiana? Will KK finally be fired if it flops?
I think I have an answer to this. I'm curious what you guys think, though. I think Indiana Jones will do a little bit better at the end of the day, and I'll tell you why. Because of both of these, I was surprised when my dad, of all people, said that because he goes, I saw a preview. I wanted to see a movie coming out here the other night, and I was waiting for him to say that new Michael Keaton Batman movie because he loves the original Batman. And sure as shit, he goes, no, I want to see that Indiana Jones movie. And I'm like, what? And I mean, of course, after thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, of course he does, because my dad's the same damn age almost. Of course he wants to see Indiana Jones running around. He doesn't know anything about this crap, like we do. And I'm just going, God, why would he want to see this? And I'm like, did you even see the last one? He's like, I think so. So that's what I mean. I think there's a part of the audience they're not paying attention to that might go see Indiana Jones, that also went to go see like Top Gun and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be nearly in that amount. It's still going to bomb. It's going to bomb at the end of the day. But I think that Indiana Jones will just do a little bit better than The Flash. Because there's some people who are just not going to give a crap about the stuff that's Indiana Jones the way we do.
So I'm going to agree and disagree with you, Tom. There will be more money will go. More people will go watch Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
absolutely. But it's got a bigger confirmed budget, so it'll be a bigger fucking flop for sure.
Does it though? That's my big question here. We know that was 300 million, but I think it's roughly the same as The Flash. That's the difference. I think.
But the $300 million is based So what are we basing it on? Because the $300 million loss for The Flash was based on the released figure of $200 million. We're not doing it based on the $350 million.
That's true.
That we think. You see what I mean? So what we know that they've spent on Indiana Jones, is higher than what we know they've spent on The Flash. So I'm just basing it on that by my sort of disagreement counter. But I agree I basically agree with you, if that makes sense. It was just a small counter.
No, I'm not thinking. Yeah, I didn't even think about that factor. You're right. It'll probably make more, but at the end of the day, it'll profit less because of that. You're right.
I see Culture stroking his Merlin beard.
I think that
so close. Just bloody building it up.
I think Indiana Jones 5 will actually still qualify as a flop. I don't think it'll reach profitability. I think it's going to lead to further harm at Disney. I'll suggest that while it may not eliminate KK outright, I think that it's kind of the writing on the wall. There's not much left at Lucasfilm for her to destroy at this point. Unless she goes ahead and just completely eliminates the audience for any of the Disney minus shows. So, whether or not she'll be fired, that's not the way things are done at the studio level. Look, when you watch her go on, and Tom can and maybe Mr. H and others can probably back me up here, but when you see her go on an awards tour where she's being gifted awards all over the place, then you'll know she's on her way out the door. Because that's what happens before they shuffle you onto an ice floe and kick you into the ocean. So it's not a firing per se. It's a, hey, thanks for working for us for so long. Here's your gold watch. And that's that. But it's not like when you get fired from the mob. But she's I still think this is going to be a huge flop. As far as a bigger flop than The Flash. Comparatively, no, it'll make a little more than The Flash does, but I don't think it's going to break even, and I don't think there's any profit there. So take your pick. They're both a flop, but which will flop more? Probably The Flash.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Interesting.